Hello, everybody. I'm here with Touhou 10 Mountain of Faith, and helping me through this is our resident Touhou experts, Bearpigman.
How's it going, man?
What's going on? And Spaztique.
Hello, I'm quite honored to be here, actually.
No, don't be. You're a guest.
Alright.
This is Touhou number 10, and I noticed that, there's quite a few new things in key config. Like, I haven't actually played any of this, so there's shot. Special, I'm guessing, is like the bomb.
Yep.
Slow, I'm guessing, is like focus. Start. I skip, I guess it's for cutscenes. Okay.
Yeah, he actually pretty much built this, after he made, Shoot the Bullet, he completely remade the system like this. This was made from scratch as opposed to the other ones.
Gotcha. Interesting. So, I'm gonna try normal difficulty. You had mentioned before this that Marisa B is totally broken.
Yep,
Mind if I
absolutely.
I'm gonna stick with Reimu A for now, just because I'm used to her, you know, but, and I'll see what happens. Maybe we'll try it again, you know, that kind of deal. Homing type, forward focus, ceiling type?
Ceiling is kind of like, think like the dragons that follow you in XE3.
So they aim toward enemies and stuff like that?
Except for that part. They follow you, and if
like...
you focus, they'll stay in place, but they don't... If you want to go homing stuff, go homing type.
Yeah, I like homing type, because I can concentrate on dodging, I think. But we'll see what happens. Item get borderline. Oh, okay. So this is a little more user-friendly than the other Touhous, I noticed.
This is the first one I ever played in it, and you can actually start like, you know that thing in the other ones where if you're at full power, you can go to the top part of the screen and start collecting items? You can do that right off the bat in this one.
Yeah, because someone on Twitter, who was it? Oh, T-Sty, who I've seen posting Danganronpa threads, mentioned that, yeah, in the other games you can collect all the items if you go up, but you have to be, like, I think full power to do it.
Yep. In this one you can just go right to it.
Gotcha. Power meter, whoa. Yikes. Power meter is a little different this time around. I noticed it's, like, measured at 0.85, like in decimal?
Yeah, so every time you go to a full number, like 1 or 2, you get satellite, like the options in Gradius. See, right now you got a little yin-yang following you there.
Okay. Ooh.
So the more you get, you know, the more damage you're going to do to a boss, and if you bomb, you're pretty much going to blow up one of those satellites. And
oh, I see. So, like,
yes.
the options are they're like the bombs and the options, I suppose, like double for each other in a way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
It's not like in PCB. You know, we were saying in chat yesterday, like you want to use bombs like as often as you can. In this one, you can be a little more conservative with it, because if you don't bomb, you're just gonna have stronger shots.
God's always put... I'm sorry, I was reading the cutscene here, where she smelling the god, who smells like perfume, or sweet potatoes, and... She thinks...
Is the,
whoa!
This is...
Go ahead, sorry.
This is the goddess of autumn, one of the 2 sisters of autumn.
Okay.
Minariko Aki.
Now... Yes,
go on.
Spaztique, what is your experience with the Touhou games, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, my experience with the games is I'm kind of in the middle of the road. I play on normal and easy for fun, but my main thing is I'm in the fandom. Like, I riff bad fanfics, I tutor good fanfic writers, and I also have several projects of my own. Like, I try to hold the fanfic community to a much higher standard, as you guys discussed yesterday, that one of the problems in the Touhou community is sometimes some of the stuff they make kind of gives us a bad name, but I have ridiculously high standards. I have an English degree. That's how high my standards are.
And what do you think is the... If you could sum it up, like, whoa, this is a cool pattern. What is the #1 problem with the Touhou fanfiction community? Like, what do they have to improve on?
It's mainly the cliches. Like, the advantage of the Touhou community is that because Zune allows anyone to do anything with his characters, you can pretty much do whatever, but the law of the averages and, like, Sturgeon's Law basically says that 90% of everything's going to be craps, and since everyone has access to the Touhou community, some people tend to, like, spout cliches. There's so many memes in the Touhou community that it would take a day just to go over half of them. And there's none I could even, like... It's not impossible for me to describe just how many memes there are in the series, but when people do it well and come up with original ideas, and that's what I really like to, like, shine the spotlight on.
Of course. Do you have any, fanfic recommendations? Leave it this way. I have a feeling, while some of the audience to this might be like, yeah, fanfiction's cool or whatever, there's probably some people who are a little more cynical about it. Is there anything you'd say, like, you know what, this is actually an interesting kind of fanfiction or something that people could legit get into? Because I'm not allowed to make jokes or anything about at the expense of Touhou, so let's go for real here.
On the Japanese side, we have, there's the Touhou M1 Grand Prix, which is like a manzai, like...
Holy shit.
The classic style, like, Abbott and Costello, vaudeville kind of straight man, funny man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And originally, I think was mainly voiced, but now it's gotten to the point where they're fully animated yearly. And then there's the more darker side, where you got something like Koishi's Heart-Throbbing Adventure, which is more like a really ultra-dark, like, bloody, violent interpretation of the Touhou series. But personally, I want to get away from that, despite making a giant parody of the ultra-dark stuff of my own.
Right.
On the western side of fandom, you have the Walfus community, which is kind of like a 2D...
The waifus community?
Walfus.
Oh.
W-A-L-F-A-S, which is basically like a 2D Gary's Mod thing for Touhou. But again, like the Sturgeon's Law thing, it has a lot of bad stuff. At the same time, there are also some good stuff. Like, there's one guy, Mini Witch 3, who makes an entire original series. Like, it's hard to make original characters. He's actually pulled it off. And a bunch of us make, like, sketch videos in the style of those Gary's Mod style sketch videos. And there's, like, more fanfics than I can care to count, but...
Wow. Sorry, the pattern is, like, really nice. Whoa.
It's Hina's, this is Hina. She's a, doll who causes misfortune, drains it from other people, and gives it to... I have to double-check my research, but a lot of her patterns involve a lot of spinning, so get ready for that.
I'm trying. I'm using bombs a little more liberally than I was in Perfect Cherry Blossom.
Oh, yes.
So,
I saw that.
Misfortune Wheel. Jeez. Whoa! Okay. I noticed, looks like there's 2 layers of spinning, and... Okay, let's do... Alright, I'm digging that. Yeah, he is. I have to give him a credit again. He is really creative with these bullet patterns, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The nice thing about this compared to, like, other shoot-'em-ups is because, you know, both you and your opponent are in the same size, he can really focus on the pattern as opposed to, like, you know, I love my shoot-'em-ups that have, like, you know, giant ships, but
right.
they take up half the screen, so you really can't make much, like, patterns in it.
Uh-huh.
With this, because they're both, like, you know, people, he can really kind of, like, build around that.
Gotcha. I see. Well, you know, one thing I haven't been focusing on, alright, Reimu, who I'm playing, is a human. She, is a shrine maiden for some shrine that's, like, the gate between this magic world of Ginsoko and, like, the human world, or am I getting that wrong?
You got it. It's
okay.
The Hakurei Shrine, which
Hakurei.
also controls the Hakurei border, which the story is, like, I think in the 1800s, there was, like, magic in the outside world was starting to wane, so the yokai and the humans said, you know what, we need a place where you can safely put all the magical beings without them fading away, so they all put them in Gensokyo so they can, like, live out their lives. But the problem is, since all the magical beings are held in this realm, there's a chance that if, like, the yokai population dies off and then the magic and the humans, there's a very thin balance. And so they adopted non-lethal spell card rules to ensure that we have incidents to stimulate the magic, but at the same time, nobody gets killed, so all dueling is non-lethal.
Okay.
So I'm kind of tripping over my words here, but...
I have to warn you, too, like, my attention's a little divided, so I'm, like, catching, like, maybe 50% of what both of you were telling me at the time.
Oh, yes.
No, so, you know, please,
No problem.
if I repeat myself, please feel free to tell me, even shut the fuck up, you're repeating yourself, because it's more important to the audience. Optical camouflage suit.
Yeah, this is she's pretty much a Kappa. So pretty much the story in this game is another shrine got set up, and because they're drawing in faith from people, it's pretty much turned like the Kappas and birds around the area from normal animals to like super powered people. And it's kind of, because they're drawing faith away from Reimu Shrine, it's in danger of, destroying that border and pretty much destroying the world. But in true Touhou sense, the main characters really don't care about that. Reimu's just kind of pissed that this other shrine is getting more money and donations than her, so she's pretty much, think of it as she's going down the street to yell at the people in the shrine.
Gotcha.
Yep. And what's funny is, in the backstory, because Zune actually posts the backstories to all the Touhou games, it's one of the rare stories where Marisa actually talks to her and says, you know what, you should do something about it. And if you play as Marisa, her story is, she's going to go up to the shrine for Reimu, which is kind of a rare instance.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, no, I got surprised by a really intimidating looking pattern here. It actually wasn't too bad, but it's like, oh, okay. And this is an interesting pattern that they have something kind of like it in Danmaku Unlimited 2, I was going to say. Like this sort of side-to-side pattern, but then Zune just threw in this, like major sort of burst you have to deal with, too. This seems like a spread gun-ish kind of theme to this boss.
There's a lot of fan art of her kind of dressed as, Big Boss or Solid Snake because of the, the optic camo and all these kind of like spread out bullet patterns.
Gotcha. Just die already, or come on, just let me get through this pattern. You're almost dead. Come on. Jeez. There we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's also a bunch of different civilizations in Touhou lore. This is Nitori Kawashiro of the Kappa, which are like water imps. Zune has a huge love of Japanese mythology, and in the games it really shows. Mm-hmm. And in the Touhou universe, the Kappa are like... Crap.
One death. Damn it. Should have seen that coming. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Alright. And in the Touhou universe, the Kappa are like technologically advanced, and as you're going to meet soon, the Tengu, which are the bird creatures that Bearpigman mentioned earlier, they're also somewhat technologically advanced, not as much as the Kappa though.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a huge army, and you're about to meet them.
The Kappa?
Not the Kappa.
The Tengu.
The Tengu.
The Tengu.
I'm in a waterfall. Yeah.
Mythology, like fierce warriors.
I played Dead or Alive too. I know what a Tengu is, pal.
Oh, okay.
Did anybody even get... Oh, dear.
But of course, since it's Touhou, they're all little girls.
Sure. Died again, so that's 2 deaths so far. So, how many stages are there? 6?
6. And
Always
you did
6.
get a 1-up from the Kappa, so...
Alright, that's good. I had to panic bomb there, or... I think I got it. This game have the same sort of, like... If you get hit, you technically have, like, a couple frames to use the bomb.
Yeah.
Got
Yep,
it.
death bomb.
Death bomb, that's the word. I always say panic bomb, but that's something else in shoot 'em ups. In Danmaku's. It's like, I think when you're about to get hit, it's a panic bomb, but then this and Exceed, I think, have the death bomb mechanic where you can actually do it a little bit after you get hit, or at the time of, maybe?
I think it's the second you hear the, like, sound cue for your death.
Gotcha.
You can
Yeah.
do it.
Interesting. Holy shit. These are really messed up patterns.
Yes, that is Momiji, that was Momiji Inubashiri, a wolf Tengu.
Gotcha. Wow. I'm not even sure how to, like, deal with some of those without bombing. They're, like, clustered in this tricky way.
I love that pattern. It just kind of feels like a waterfall.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's got a knack for this stuff. It's incredible. And these are all like technically sort of like fan projects, right? Like these aren't produced or any like by companies and all that.
Nope, Zune actually forbids like commercial production of Touhou related stuff. He says you can do whatever you want, just make sure you sell it in doujin shops, indie shops. Like keep it a fan community project at all times, and like try to keep the sexualization of the characters to a bare minimum. And you can do whatever the heck you want with the series. Remix the music, make fan games, even like sell indie games and like on indie platforms. Just don't commercialize it, don't over-sexualize it, you're good.
Wow. And people abide by that?
Yep.
Oh, cool. No, what is this? Tengu closest to home.
This is this girl is actually the protagonist that shoots the bullet.
Okay.
She's the news reporter, Aya Shamimaru.
Maru.
Interesting. I heard there's well, wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, that's a messed up pattern. Alright, she's pretty tricky. I like when Zune does this, when he has a pattern that, kind of stops in the middle of, what it was doing and then changes a bit, you know? Because he has a knack for making it fair, even though, something like that you would think is, totally, bullshit. But anyway, sorry. It's okay, so... something or other, yeah.
It's a really complex name. Shamimaru.
Shamimaru.
There you go.
Yeah, and then she is the reporter. So to shoot the bullet, you do a thing where you, take pictures of yourself with... Or you take pictures of the bosses, more or less, and, the more bullets you get in the shot, I think, the more points you have? Yikes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And the pictures have defensive purposes, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I own physical copies of all the Touhou games, but I don't have the Aya games.
Gotcha. Damn.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. You can pretty much dodge bullets and get a really big picture for a shit ton of points, or you can take a lot of really quick pictures to get immediate bullets out of your way.
How am I supposed to hit her like this?
You have to wait it out.
I gotcha. I don't know, that was a really tricky pattern. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do there. This one's pretty cool, though. Yeah, I like this a lot, because he plays a lot with, the verticality of it. Sort of, so you have to, go in more at times and, get the timing of things. It's really cool.
You really gotta weave in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, when I played Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, I was like, okay, it's cool, but, I don't see what all the fuss is about, but Perfect Cherry Blossom and this, I think, are, turning me around on it a lot,
Yeah, this is the first one, like I said, that I ever played, and it got me hooked right from the start.
Yeah.
The music in this stage is, probably my favorite music in the entire Touhou, spectrum.
So, something I gotta warn you about compared to Perfect Cherry Blossom. In Mountain of Faith, Subterranean Animism, and UFO, if you die, you have to continue from the start of the stage, which is one reason why I don't normally play Mountain of Faith as often as I do the other games.
You mean if I have to continue?
If you have to continue, you'll have to start the stage over. But you do get your lives back and all that. And, of course, if you continue, you get full power.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I believe you have unlimited continues in this one. I know you have it for SA, but
Gotcha. Names are so complicated. So, the first one is highly responsive to prayers. What's the second one there? I forget. I don't know.
Story of Eastern Wonderland, I believe. Yeah, Story of Eastern Wonderland.
Gotcha. And there's canon kind of stuff, or actually, I guess technically it's all canon, right? There's no is that how it works, or he's just, or no?
There is a canon Touhou, but because Zune is so ingrained in the fan base, he'll look at some fandom things and be like, let's make that part of canon too.
Right. Oh. Alright, wait, somebody was saying to me too, he likes to kind of fuck with the fans' expectations also.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Earlier... Go on.
I think we're pretty much going to say the same thing. Because they're both on the same stage, a lot of people kind of draw Aya and Momochi as friends or working at the same newspaper, and
Yes.
Zun was pretty much like, all right, I'm gonna make them enemies in canon. Fuck you.
I see.
Yep. Oh, and another one. Nitari, who you met earlier, is depicted as normally shy and stuff. And then in the latest fighting game, Hopeless Masquerade, they and also a little bit in Subterranean Animism, they make her come up as at first slightly neurotic, then just outright dickish.
Alright, let me ask you this, and I mean this in the nicest way. How do you keep track of all this stuff? It seems like there's like a ton of these games and characters and all that. And I don't even know who I'm fighting now. I went a little too fast there.
This is Sunai, the Justin Bieber fan from
Oh!
yesterday.
Okay. Why did she know Justin Bieber, even though she's a defiled human of the wind? Or deified?
She's originally from the outside world. One of her ancestors is a goddess, and she's the goddess happens to be the extra stage boss, I believe.
I see.
And she was brought in, I think, because she had like powers and such. So now she lives in Gensokyo, but it's frequently joked about in fandom that because she's from the outside world, she knows all this outside world stuff. Like, she knows anime and all this other stuff.
Yeah, they make her like a
Sure, she
otaku
does.
and geek and shit.
But
Right.
the reason we know all this is because if you play Touhou a lot, and since it's so easy to die, you will play it a lot,
Uh-huh.
you meet the same characters over and over and over and over again.
I see.
And naturally, when you talk to other Touhou players, they're gonna say
What?
this and that.
Whoa, wait a second here. That's a lot faster than Touhou usually is.
Oh yeah, after Imperishable Night, the Touhou games start to get much more quick and twitchy. So Mountain of Faith and Subterranean Animism tend to be much faster paced than the original Windows games. I think it was after the engine change that Bearpigman mentioned earlier.
And Sene's theme with all of her attacks are like snake themed, so that's kind of why that like the hallway that you were in there kind of twisted around like a snake.
So, I feel like, too, I have to really look ahead with some of these patterns and try to figure out... It's not just, like, you can't just sort of on-demand stare at your hitbox and, like, weave through them. You have to kind of figure out where, like, an acceptable path will be. If that makes any sense? Like,
Yeah.
it seems like there's, like, dead-end kind of things that you can't just weave anywhere through it. Like, you have to be a little smarter about things like that. And then there's like things like this, you just kind of grit your teeth and just kind of hope. I can't look up at how much energy she's got. I just gotta hope it is not a ton. How much is she halfway? Am I through this?
Halfway.
Only half? Oh,
But
damn it! Sorry, go ahead.
it's actually kind of a good thing because you had no power left from all the bombing.
I had to. It's
But
like,
now that you got a little bit back from that, your homing attacks aren't.
There you got it.
And again.
all right. Think it over. First, I have to meet that god. Punish a god that's doing bad things. What?
Yeah, now you're actually going to meet the final boss, the goddess who's trying to steal all the faith.
Nice.
And you get a 1-up after the mid-boss here, so...
Whoa. And, wow, it's fast. This is, like, faster than the other stages, actually. Alright, here we go. Now the patterns are back to their just slow but complicated. This is the way I like it. Touhou had to bomb there. I don't, actually, I may not had to have, but I really wanted to. I'll just leave it there. Actually, this game, it seems like you can be pretty liberal with bombing in the actual stage itself, because there's so many of the little power-up, kind of deals. So it's sort of easy to gain the bombs back.
Yeah, pretty much. The only people who don't like to bomb regularly during the stages are, like, people who do, like, score runs and stuff.
Yeah. I hear you.
But no, I mean, considering, like, this is your first time, like, really playing through it, like, proper, you're doing amazing, man.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I heard this is like the easy one, though. Although it doesn't feel super easy, but... Okay, is this the mini-boss or the boss?
This is the
This
boss
is
boss. This
boss
is,
proper.
If I beat...
Hanako,
If I beat her, is that 1cc, or is there like another boss afterwards?
if you beat her, that's a 1cc.
Got one life in reserve, right?
Yep.
Alright. Track
Yeah,
the
full
old
power.
Tell everybody, who is this person? Avatar of Mountain and Lakes.
This is Kanako Yasaka. She wasn't originally the goddess of the Moria Shrine. She battled Sanai's great grandmother, or I think that's how they're related, Suwako Moria.
Uh-huh.
And she won, but Suwako's like, okay, how about I stay? And Kanako's like, sure. So they now kind of share the shrine together.
Kidding me? You're kidding me? You're kidding me? Had to. Damn, that was a messed up pattern. That like it keeps you real. Oh my god, that is a really cool pattern.
Really tight.
Yeah. Yep. I like that kind of thing when they kind of force you into a column. You know, and you have to like kind of incremental dodge your way out of it and do tricks like that. And also your bombs, I didn't just notice, but like they don't clear the screen. They just kind of clear a certain area. Is that because? Oh god, I picked type A. Fuck!
I think the death bombs clear out.
Got it.
The entire screen.
Shit. I'm like, okay. She has 2 stars left, so this is my last life, though. I don't think it's gonna happen, but stranger things have happened. Shit. I am not gonna be able to say anything for a little bit, sorry.
That's cool.
Oh, I thought I had a bomb! Ah! Shit. Oh well.
Still made it pretty far.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, it was fun. I might as well finish it off, I guess, right, while we're here.
Yep, you're pretty much at the end of the game, and you'll be replenished with, I think, 4 lives or something along those lines if you continue from here.
Yeah, alright, let's do it. We're right there.
Oh, 3 lives, but full power.
Still, yeah, full power, too. That works. Yeah, so the first part of it, I'm trying to think what I did wrong there, because that narrow pattern, I don't know if I had to bomb there. I think I'm being a little too liberal with the bombs, you know?
If I remember correctly, for that pattern, you want to start off like at the side, like the left or the right. Let her shots kind of, go away from the center.
I see.
So that when they actually start getting narrow, you can dodge them.
Like level, like lead it, like kind of lead it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Or herd it, I guess. This is right. Do you guys have anything you want to plug, by the way? I'm sorry, I didn't even think to ask.
Not really. I have my YouTube channel, Bearpigman Gaming, but I'm not really doing much with it. Just kind of like,
Well, you should do something with it now. You're getting that brand out there.
Well, I'm kind of doing just like blind streaming of Evil Within and other horror games for Halloween.
Kind of reluctant to plug my own projects the most, and lately I've been sick, so I haven't been really able to make anything anyway.
Let me put it this way: you're helping me out with this video stuff, so you have earned it, you know.
All right. Well, let's see.
Whoa, that is a pretty.
I can't really think of anything, sadly.
It's not that sad for me. Kidding.
I mean, I can plug my my buddy's projects.
Go for it.
There's,
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
There's Wiccan and Swords Girl by Mini Witch 3, but that has a previous series called Mini Shorts, so I'd recommend watching Mini Shorts first and then Wiccan and Swords Girl, which is starts out as a comedic take on the Touhou series and then gets more dramatic and more high production values as it goes on. The animations by Like This Really Matters is kind of akin to like the Gary's Mod equivalent to Das Bo shit. And let's see, I can't think who else.
Damn it! This pattern sucks. It's not bad, but it's hard for me to deal with.
Oh, stay near the bottom for that one. In Imperishable Night, there's a boss, Racing, who's like a bunny rabbit, a space rabbit, moon rabbit, who,
there is.
all of her patterns are like that, and you just gotta stay at the bottom.
Gotcha. Alright. This is the pattern I died to last time. Yeah. I don't know quite how to deal with this. Fortunately, it's my last life, because I was... Oh, shouldn't have used the bomb there. I could have survived that. But that's okay. Maybe we can. Yeah. Alright. Whoops.
Yeah, this is one of those...
Almost threaded the needle there, but... Alright.
Yeah, if there's a pattern in certain Touhou attacks, it's that there's going to be one that's streaming towards you, like it's going to follow you.
Yeah.
And you got another one that follows a set pattern. I did a Subterranean Animism Let's Play a while ago, and I mentioned that It's like, even if you just stand still for the pattern ones, streaming ones are to keep you moving.
I see. I think I see. Gotcha. Alright, so I'm sorry, just to recap the story. Someone else, I was losing people in the shrine, or other people were praying to another shrine, and I'm here to see what's going on, and this goddess is taking prayers and stuff away from my shrine, so I'm gonna kick her ass.
Yeah.
And money.
And
Really importantly.
And money.
She's taking your money.
Gotcha. That motherfucker. Got it. Okay, cool. Woo!
Also giving prayer steroids to animal and beasts in the area, but more importantly, taking your money.
Prayer steroids?
Yeah. So it's kind of like when people pray to the shrine, it pretty much like all the animals and stuff in the area get like
Powered up?
super powerful, and like that's where the Kappa came from. It was just like a normal Kappa in the area, and it just kind of became strong one day because of that.
I should have asked earlier, is this one of those things, if I am closer to a boss, I do more damage?
Kinda. Like, you'll technically fire more bullets at her, but...
But I mean, is that like a viable strategy, is to get as close to the boss as I can? Or not as close as I can, but like, stay, you know... I guess
it can help.
Yeah.
It can help. If you want to use that time to, like, reposition yourself for the pattern, that's definitely a better alternative, but usually, like, what I'll do is I'll bomb and then go up close and then drop back.
Got it. Yeah, that is actually the better strategy. The bomb, go close and drop back. Because, yeah, I notice it seems like her energy drops a lot faster when you're, like, up close, you know?
Yeah.
So...
And also, if you bomb up close, you'll do more damage.
Oh, if you can make it there and then bomb up close? Let's see. Alright.
Yeah, see that ring?
Yeah. Okay, if I get in the ring and bomb in there? Maybe, or...
No, not her ring, your ring. The one that you're firing.
Got it.
See? Like that.
Yeah, got it. Is this her last star, or is that one in reserve for her?
Second to the last.
One reserve, yeah.
Yeah, woo. Oh dear, I was about to say that's not so bad, and then she shot a lot of them. Oh, Abu, God. I think I did the death bomb there, because it made a sound when I pushed the bomb. Yikes! Holy shit. Oh, I can't hit her when she's like that, I see. The camouflage. Or, no, that's a different character, I'm sorry.
Yeah, with her, she's just
invincible, because she's a god.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. If I remember correctly, most of the, like, final bosses in Touhou games, like, if you bomb, they'll find some cheap way to get around it.
Yes.
Like, I know for a fact in Scarlet Devil, if you try and bomb on Romelia, she'll turn into a bat and completely negate any bomb damage. So you only bomb to, like, clear the screen.
You saved it. You know what? I might change over to Marisa B. I want to see what goes on there, if you don't mind.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's see what that's like there. Let's start.
Okay,
normal.
so you notice, like, your power, like you say, has a number on it.
Yeah.
You want to keep piercing type, and you want to keep your power between 3 and 3.95.
Alright.
And as long as you're in that sweet spot, you will tear through bosses.
Cool. Alright. Between 3 and 4, basically.
Yep.
Got it.
And the nice thing is, if you go above 3.95, you can just bomb, and you'll be at, like, 3.05.
Oh, gotcha. It's like a laser attack.
Yeah.
Got it. And this is basically, like, because she's overpowered at that level. Damn, actually, this is pretty good in general, weapon-wise. She's, like, got a wider... yeah, sorry.
Like, I use... this is, like, what I used to use when I played this game, and I didn't know about the glitch for forever. But no, it's a glitch. Definitely did not mean to happen.
Gotcha.
So, like, most of the fan art for this game had a... I should have pointed out when we were at the character select screen, but for some reason, Reimu's portrait, her skin has, like, a greenish tint to it.
Yeah.
So people joke that Reimu was actually a zombie, and every picture of Marisa that they had her like bodybuilder.
Show Marisa, they call her, I believe.
Yep. All right, so now you want to bomb
Twice?
Twice, yeah.
Watch that health go.
Wow, actually it's already kind of going, but alright, let's go to 3. Damn! Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And once you pick up one of those, you should really just like tear right into her.
It's not a homing move, though. I gotta be careful about that, right? Like, I do actually have to aim for her. But...
That's the difference between Reimu and Marisa. Reimu's all about the homing attacks, though her needle thing, spread needle thing, not spread needle, that's Phantasy Star Online. Persuasion needle is all about power.
One thing I forgot to mention, you have to be unfocused.
Oh, I see. Got it. Alright, we'll do. I can handle that, I think. I lost a life kind of stupidly because I was getting near the top of the screen. I was getting cocky, I'll just be honest here. But, maybe we can gain some back and hopefully I won't be too bad. This works on mini-bosses too, by the way?
Yep.
Yep, all enemies.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I can't seem to hit this mini-boss, though. 380.
Oh, you don't. Notice how her health meter doesn't appear until she starts firing at you.
Oh.
In subterranean animism, you meet Yugi, who also has the same kind of mechanic. She'll just hover around you and shoot at you during the stage. Okay, now you can blow her bits off. Yeah, unfocus and oh!
Wow. Okay, that was like ridiculous. Like I don't even think I got to really see her attack. Do I? Oh, I'm at 4 of 3 already. I didn't notice, but still, jeez, that was pretty crazy. So that's, I know now, I think why Jamer said pretty much you're guaranteed to 1cc this, more or less.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, I'll take it. Fuck it. Wow. That was pretty nuts, actually. I like that a lot. Good job, Glitch. I don't know who I'm thanking there, but alright.
Thanks, Sun.
Thank Zune's alcohol. Yeah, it's a running gag. He programs all the games drunk.
But it's not really a gag, right? Like, he really is pretty drunk.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Kind of feel sorry for him in a way, but...
He's good-natured about it. In fact, when he was asked at a con, Zune, is there any pictures of you where you're not holding a beer? And Zune puts the beer down and says, take a picture.
Gotcha. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy from what I hear. Wow, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's broken as hell.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll take it, though. That's, that last boss was pretty fucking hard. Was there a super pattern of the last bosses that I didn't get to see, by the way, because I died too quickly, like the last one or something?
Usually the last pattern is just like random firing, so I think there's one of that.
I'm just saying if I speed through it, it's not like, we're missing anything compared to,
Oh, no, we pretty much have seen everything by this point.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Alright, Marisa B, that's my lady from now on, I guess. That sounded weird. Is she good but she's pretty good in the other games, too, I guess?
Yeah,
you were
she's really good if you like kind of like attacks like this, like single-focused,
right.
Think Type 3 in Crimson Clover.
Gotcha. I was actually gonna say, because, I was wondering if there was something like a Type 1 or a Type Z character who has more of a spread attack, maybe that third character, what's her face? Hiyaki? I'm just kidding, I made that up, but...
I think Marisa C in this one has that kind of like, spread attack.
Alright, now who is... Actually, I should have asked this. Who is Marisa, like, story-wise,
She was a, boss in... one of the PC 98 games, and she's pretty much just a witch who goes around stealing stuff.
She's a thief.
Oh, the life.
Gotcha.
The life ran away.
Oh, yeah. I missed an extra life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. I was trying not to pick up stuff to keep my power and, like, the right range, but
You can always just bomb it out.
that's true. I should have done that. Yeah, because I'm already at 4 anyway. That was useless. Oh, well, when do you get extra lives? Like, after certain mini-bosses, or is it, like, points, too, or...?
Two bosses in the game. It's usually the stage 3 and 6 mini bosses. And after a certain amount of points, you get lives back.
Alright, 360, so I should be... Alright. Why? It's a whoa, tricky thing is focusing and unfocusing, but, you know, that's a standard bullet hell kind of... Yeah, this is ridiculously broken. I don't even have to, like, dodge.
In most cases, you can kill them before a bullet even comes within close to hitting you.
Yep, that's pretty great. Whoa. There we go. Oh, did I die or? No, okay, good. I was gonna say. Alright, cool. That's stage 3. We're just tearing through this, gentlemen.
This is going to be the hard part, though.
Spaztique, did you say, why is this the hard part?
Well, because you still got to get through the stage.
Oh, that's true.
And
Spaztique, did you say you did a Let's Play of Subterranean Animism? Subterranean Animism?
Yes, but I did it on easy difficulty because Subterranean Animism is notoriously difficult.
Really?
And I gotta warn you that my style of Let's Playing is kind of schizophrenic in that when I do the stages and stuff, I do it in a good old-fashioned here's how the game works thing. But when I get to the boss dialogue, I do crazy, ridiculous, over-the-top voices and all that.
You're what I like to call a high-energy Let's Player, is that what you'd say?
I think so.
Well, some of them aren't, like, bad or obnoxious or whatever. Like, you know, I know I made fun of him on Let's Play. I think Jesse Cox is, like, not obnoxious about it, you know? Like, he's not my cup of tea, but, like, he's no, like, PewDiePie or something, you know what I mean? Where it's like...
Well, that's what I gotta warn you about, because...
I fucked
Like,
up.
well, it's not PewDiePie levels. I did see all of your stuff on PewDiePie, but at the same time, I don't discriminate on what Let's Play players I watch. Like, I know there's the old school, the new school, and I want to be my own thing.
That's always good. I'm doing very bad, by the way. I'm down to my last life on stage 4. Why am I doing so bad? What am I doing wrong? I'm just, like, not dodging, I guess? Yeah, probably.
I think it's moving a little too much because think about stage 4 in many of the games. It's mostly about streaming. Like you'll notice how these fairies are following you.
Yeah, let me get back
So-
to incremental. Maybe that's my problem.
Yep, every stage, like all the stage, like how do I put this? Stage 4 is really going to test your streaming abilities, and on stage 5, usually the boss has some sort of special mechanic, like for
Jesus.
Crap.
Hold on, let's do that again. Cause. All right, no, I had this. I'm getting sloppy now. Damn it. But got it. Let's see here. No, you should always just do whatever, you know. Follow your own path. Don't worry about what you're supposed to do and Let's Play and all that shit. Doesn't matter. Life's too short, you know? Fuck it, I say. Drink Bud Dry. I don't know.
Alright.
Also, see Gone Girl. I really like that movie.
I still have to do that.
It's a good movie.
I'm definitely interested, though.
Yeah. I read the book, actually, but, and I liked it. But I like the movie a lot better. Well, you know, we got a little while before we get back to where we were, so... What do you want to talk about? Anything? Any bullshit? What's going on in your lives? Tell me everything. I want to know. Let's let the world know who Bearpigman and Spaztique really are.
Well...
Fine, then just tell me about Touhou. No, I'm just
Oh no, I was actually going to talk about Evil Within because I've just been.
Oh, how is that?
That is really, really good. It pretty much it feels to me kind of like what The Last of Us wanted to do in terms of like you know, a horror survival element.
Uh-huh.
Like I loved The Last of Us. I loved Resident Evil 4, but to me,
Yeah.
both of those games, like, you were too overpowered of a
Mhm.
person to like for it to really feel like scary or frightening. Like
Okay.
the first couple upgrades you get in The Last of Us are just like, you know, really good.
Yeah.
The
And
classic
this one, you're
adage that
kind of In this one, you're kind of fucked, like right off the bat, and it only gets harder.
Basically, the classic adage that the more firepower you have in a horror game, the less scary it becomes, right?
Right.
I'd argue against that for Dead Space, but that's just me.
I never played Dead Space, so I couldn't really tell you.
It was a good marriage between action and horror.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind the first. Well, I didn't mind Resident Evil 4 until you learned more about it. Like once you knew some of the mechanics, like suplexing and shit like that, or like hitting the guy with melee to stun them and all that stuff. When you first were playing the game and you didn't really know what to do, I thought it was like a cool sort of frantic kind of feeling to things, where like things didn't let up and you were kind of just in a frenzy, and it was really good at keeping that tension high. But then you kind of learned how the game went, and then later stages were just out and out action, period,
I just remember like playing that game for the first time, telling my friends how unbelievably difficult the first like village attack sequence in that game was.
Mm-hmm.
And after I had beaten the game, I would have like friends over and they'd be like, "Oh, show us that scene." And by this point I couldn't like not go and shoot them in the leg, drop kick them.
Yep.
I'm by this point I know so much about how to play the game that I'm like annihilating these people, and my friends are like, "This doesn't look that hard."
Right. Yeah. No, but that's exactly it, right? Because once you learn it and stuff. Well, that's the thing, because then people are like, it's more of an action game, and I was like, it is, I guess, once you learn it, and it's pretty actiony, don't get me wrong, but I just liked how it sort of kept you on, like, you could never, there was never, like, a dull moment. You couldn't breathe anywhere,
Yeah.
I thought that was well done, but Evil Within is, like, is it like a throwback to Resident Evil 4? Or?
Oh, there are so many throwbacks to Resident Evil, like in general. There's a Itchy Tasty reference. There's the first enemy you see has the exact same like head turn to look at you, like like the first zombie in Resident Evil.
Oh, nice.
A lot of really good stuff in it.
Maybe I should just get that.
A lot of Jacob's Ladder references and.
Everybody likes Jacob's Ladder. Or Silent Hill people, anyway, yeah. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I was young when I saw it, so I couldn't really appreciate it. Like, I saw it in the theater,
Yeah, same here. I actually just recently rewatched it, and yeah, it's good.
Alright. What is that little thing in the lower left, by the way, that's counting down?
That is the faith meter, I believe. Is it?
Yep. It's really doesn't have much use unless you're like going for score runs and stuff, but pretty much you see like the green stars that you're picking up there?
Yeah.
Those are faith items. You gain faith by getting those items and killing enemies, shooting. The higher your faith, the more points you get for things like spell card completion and picking up the blue point icons.
Gotcha.
So if you're going for score, go for that.
I say.
But it's not as crazy of like a game mechanic as I know a couple of people complained about Imperishable Knights mechanic. It's a cool mechanic once you like master it, but it's kind of hard to like pick it up off the bat, where you pretty much have to like. It's been a long time since I played it, so correct me if I'm wrong. You have to like get points to keep the stage going.
There's the one up.
Yeah, it's the time mechanic. Depending on whether you're playing as your human character or your yokai character, you have to like dodge certain bullets or hit certain enemies to increase your time, and between each stage you gotta beat the game before it becomes morning in game time, and if it runs out of time then you can't continue. But luckily, if you don't continue, by the time you get to the end, you'll be fine, unless it's Lunatic difficulty, in which you have to keep that time meter filled.
I see. What is a yokai?
Ghost.
Strange apparition. It's there's many kinds of yokai. Many of them are like there's the kind of yokai that spawn from like disowned objects. You have yokai that are based on beasts, like the Kappa here, which are like water imps.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, anything supernatural. Vampires are considered yokai, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Are there
not-
vampires?
Fandom
actually,
and Scarlet Devil.
In the Touhou Bestiary, yokai have their own section, but for shorthand, the people of Gensokyo consider anything not human yokai.
Now, I don't know what to say. Oh, is there like a tabletop stream a tabletop Touhou?
Not yet, but I got a friend who's actually working on it. He goes by the name Chibi-Chen. He's working on a project called Gensokyo Survival Guide, once known as Yokai and Yukuris, which is kind of like Paranoia meets Touhou, if you know what Paranoia is.
I don't.
It's like a...
Tabletop.
You know Terry Gilliam's Brazil?
I've heard of it.
Well, basically a comedy 1984 on crack.
Okay.
Dystopian madness at its finest. And Gensokyo Survival Guide is a tabletop that he's developing, but I'm pretty sure there's... Given how big Touhou is, it's likely that there's more than one Touhou tabletop. It's just Gensokyo Survival Guide is currently the only Western one in development that I know of.
Damn it, I didn't realize that was the mini-boss, which is ridiculous considering the patterns, but there we go. Alright, so let me get back some power here for the boss. Whoa, shit, there's a lot of fucking bullets on screen, sorry. Alright. There's a lot... So, how old is Touhou, anyway?
It goes all the way back to 1995, and I believe the first game was released in 1997 as sort of a college project by Zune, which was highly responsive to prayers. And then he had a little hiatus, and then released, I think, Embodiment of Scarlet Devil in the... Was it 2000, or... Let me double check this real quick.
So we're coming up on the 20th anniversary of Touhou, huh?
Yep. Oh, Embodiment of Scarlet Devil was released on August 2002.
What the fuck? I lost like a ton of lives just now for no good reason. Stage 4 is like kicking my ass this time around.
Yeah, Stage 4 is always...
It's one of the tougher parts, yeah.
Yeah, Stage 4 is always going to be like the longest of the stages. Like, from Perfect Cherry Blossom, you remember how long that stage was, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in Imperishable Night, have you played Imperishable Night?
No. I've played Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, Perfect Cherry Blossom, and now this is my third Touhou.
Okay. Imperishable Night's known as the easiest of the games, and it's actually the first game that, in fact, it was the very first game I ever LP'd, and it's very user-friendly compared to the rest of the games, and I forgot where I was going with this. We were talking about...
Sorry, I shouldn't have bombed, but I had to.
That happens.
Yeah. Sucks though now, because now I gotta fight her for real. Ah, you... Alright.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh my god, what am I doing? Damn it. This might not be the one I want CC. It's a shame. But I don't think have I beaten it? I've yet to beat a Touhou. That's ridiculous. Hopefully you get some points at 500,000 though. I hope, or an extra life rather, I mean.
You should be getting one extra life.
Let's hope.
Oh, yeah. Oh, go on.
No, I say let's hope. Because I'm running low on lives.
I was going to mention that the stage 4 of Imperishable Night, the boss, after you beat the first half of the boss, then you have to go through the stage again while the boss fight is still happening.
In Imperishable Night?
Yep.
And that's the really hard one, right? Shit.
No, Imperishable Night's the easiest
Easy
of the
one.
Touhou games.
Ugh.
Oh, and it does have an ultra-wide shot type if you choose Yuyuko and Yomu, who were the final two bosses of Perfect Cherry Blossom.
Damn it. Oh well. It's It's getting late, so I don't think I can 1cc. Well, alright, this is the one I can 1cc, though, at some point. But, let's, we'll just continue and finish the game. Why the hell not, you know?
Alright, CCCs do happen.
Oh well. Sorry about that, folks. We tried so hard and got so far, but...
Also, Chet is saying you actually beat PCB yesterday.
Yeah.
So you have beaten the Touhou game.
I got the bad ending now.
You're...
No, I did beat it. Yeah, I guess you're right, because it's not... I didn't 1cc it. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Damn it,
Something tells me... Go on.
Part of me wants to just go back and try it again, but it's already 1 AM my time, so I shouldn't. But an impenetrable night, you said, is the easy one, so maybe I should just try to 1cc
Imperishable.
that one. Imperishable.
Yeah. Imperishable Night and 10 Desires are both very accessible.
Gotcha.
And if you're into wide shot types, I would highly recommend playing as Yu, Ko, and Yomu. Because when you focus as that team, you get you cover the whole screen, basically.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Damn. Look at how fast that life goes away. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yes.
God, this is so overpowered. I love it. I feel like I'm cheating, but... Oh, I could have gotten the 1-up from her if I'd...
They're 1-up.
Oh, well. Maybe we can just pretend and see if I would have made it. But, yeah, 2cc. Why not? Whoa, shit. You call it. Yeah, Zorak made it to, I think, Perfect Cherry Blossom, and then he burned out. What a jerk. But, I don't know, the first game actually looks pretty annoying to 1cc because, like, a lot of Brick Breaker games like it, you know, like, there's always that trouble of getting the last brick, you know?
Oh, yes.
So I can imagine that sort of being a pain, but, alright, let's kill her. Music's pretty good here, you know? Kinda rocking a little bit, you know? Little, hey, Touhou gets a little intense at times.
Well, yeah, it's the new engine, I think.
Gotcha. This is a pretty awesome attack, I have to give it to. Cool.
For a while, he actually didn't know if he was going to keep making Touhou games. He didn't know if there was still like a fandom for it, and then yeah.
There very clearly was, apparently. Okay. All right, strong. Got to scold a god when they act up. So now here's where we fight the god. What is Touhou considered gods exactly? You know, like what? Like, are these, like, omnipotent deities, or are these just really powerful things, or what?
There are all sorts of gods in this game.
They're kind of like how the Greek gods, each one had a specific function. Like, the Stage 1 mid-boss, Shizuha Aki, is the goddess of basically controlling the fall leaves turning colors. And I think Sanai is a goddess of the wind. Let me double-check that real quick.
So I'm more or less like anime girl Kratos.
A very good way to put it.
I figured, yeah.
Well, my favorite thing in any little girl shooting game is XE2, where you play as a girl who is possessed by Gilderai.
By what?
Gilderai. He was a prolific child murderer from from history. So you're pretty much, possessed by the ghost of a child killer. Like, what a great power to have for a game like this.
Seriously. Well, Exceed's weird. I don't really know how to describe, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool, I like it, but there's something about it that's like, I don't know, odd? If that makes sense? Like,
especially the first game.
I never played the first one. I'm just going by the third, but like, it's like, it doesn't quite know what it wants to be. There's like spaceships and references to dragons and all that, you know? It's crazy talk. I like it a lot, but it's crazy town, you know?
Yeah.
Sounds postmodern.
Yeah. See, now the game's making me actually play it because of this whole invincibility thing.
I think she actually turns into like a statue for that like brief period of time.
Got it. Hey. I don't like when that happens, because... Oh, shit. There we go. I think this is the final, or no, she has one in reserve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, she shoots a bunch of cards everywhere. And I hear that if you play it on easy difficulty, it's the hardest one in the entire game, like even harder than Lunatic, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. That is interesting.
Azun tends to do a lot of screw yous if you play on easy difficulty in some of the games. Like in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, you can't even continue to stage 6. The character's just up and up, leave and go home. And in this one, this card is even worse than it would normally be.
Wow. That is a kind of ridiculous pattern. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Alright, last life. Shit, why did I do that? I could have just,
And like many last bosses, if you bomb, they go invincible.
now you tell me! Shit! Damn.
I thought I mentioned that last time. If you bomb on the last card, they turn invincible.
You might have. It's like, it's tricky to retain what you tell me. Fuck. Because, maybe next time. Or, no, let's do, what the hell. We'll try it one more time. Do you guys have anywhere to be tonight?
Nope. I'm home.
Nice.
I'm good. My schedule's, like, being sick lately, I haven't been able to do much anyway, and plus, when I'm not, I have flexible hours.
Oh, nice. I'm seeing in chat, someone did warn me, like, bombs do not work here, but, like, they do keep me alive. I mean, it does have that aspect to it, at least. That upside. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're way more useful for just, like, clearing the screen than anything.
Yeah.
Like, for EX bosses, bombs just really don't work at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, Crimson Clover is like that, too. Have you played that yet?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I love that game. That's just, like, legit, like, straight... I think that's really the... I mean, Touhou 6 actually kind of eased me into, the bullet hell stuff, you know? Like, as much as I made fun of it or whatever, it was, like, fun to play, and it was easy enough where it didn't overwhelm you. But, I mean, Crimson Clover, I think, is the one that really just got me, like, just straight up into it, you know?
Well, my friend actually got me into the Touhou games when he saw me kind of freaking out about finding a copy of Ikaruga for GameCube.
Uh-huh. I had one of those.
And he just kind of, like, gave me all of them on a burnt DVD, and then I go to convention scenes a lot, and the fandom presence there is insane.
Tell you what, you guys want to try Lunatic difficulty for shits and giggles?
Go for it.
Right.
Sure, those are always fun.
They are, yeah. I don't know why I'm doing so bad. I might actually switch back to Reimu. I was doing better with her for some reason, even though this was so great on bosses, but...
I think that's why Zune kept the glitch in there to begin with, because he does release patches for his games, but he probably kept that in mind that you still have to...
Whoa, shit! Okay, this is different than the other Lunatic... Oh my gosh, yeah. This is,
Yeah, Lunatic mode in the other ones is more bullets on screen. They're faster in these ones.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is a little more what I'd expect, like, very difficult bullet hell kind of to be like, you know? But, whoa, shit.
One thing I personally do for my streams whenever I play Touhou games is I, before I actually record the run, I play on Lunatic for like an hour beforehand.
An hour? Wow.
Yeah,
go ahead, sorry.
I don't know if that could be, I consider it practice, but what do you think on that?
I mean, no, it's yeah, that's crazy talk, but, I don't know, it's fun, like, I do like playing on, like, the super hard difficulties like this, but, okay. Oh, shit. I'm on my last life already, which is not great for, but, I think, though, like, Lunatic mode is fun, because it's, like, that's, like, where you kind of have to, like, you can't think about anything, you just kind of have to let go and let Touhou, as I say.
Get into the zone.
Indeed.
Touhou Zone.
Yeah, indeed. The Touhou Zone, my god, that was a cool pattern. It's true. There's like a little game you play too of like, I don't want to bomb, but you know, you have to.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, die already. All right, 2 more patterns and she's gone. And whoa, what the fuck? Really? Wow. Okay. Final pattern. Here we go. Oh dear. Wow. What is that?
You don't want to be anywhere near those.
Yeah. No, I don't think I do. All right, I got 1 bomb left. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe I do. Yes.
Nice.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the nice thing about being able to tell like how close they are to death, when they're close to dying, you'll hear like a kind of like a bass drum beating in the background, like and then they'll go.
That is good to know, because like a lot of times, especially like on a really hard mode when you're at a boss, you're kind of like, oh god, how long do I have to keep this up for? You know?
Yeah, in the latest 2 games, I think he started putting the health bar like a circle around the boss itself.
Yep.
Gotcha. Cool.
And that's pretty damn useful.
Damn. I'll say. Yeah, Lunatic's a lot of fun, actually. I could go for playing this again. This one. Maybe I'll practice it a little more so I can actually 1cc one of these games like I said I would. But
You could do it.
yeah. I was really hoping to do it the first time the first time I ran this, but you know, sometimes it's just not meant to be. But
in all my time playing these games, and like the years I've been playing it, I've only managed to 1cc one of them, and that was in Bearpigman and Scarlet Devil.
Gotcha. Maybe I should try that more. Another tricky thing is, and I wish I could figure this out, but like it seems like with X input, it really wants to use the analog stick, you know, which is a shame. Oh, damn it, which is a shame. But and you know what too? Now I'm obsessed with like looking at my power meter and trying to get it between 3 and 4. But
well, it won't work for.
Oh, I know it won't, but I'm used to doing it from the last game, so
Just muscle memory.
indeed.
I recently tried playing them with the 360 controller, and it actually works pretty damn good.
Did the digital pad work for the movement?
Yeah, digital pad works, and the analog stick actually works really well with it.
I was using I was not prepared for that, but Jesus Christ. I'm using a DualShock with I can't remember the name of the library. Archipel pointed it out, but there's like a library that like pipes into X input, you know, so you can use it as like a PC controller.
I did one of those, like something like Joy 2 Pad or something. It sounded like Joy 2 Key, but
there's like Motion and Joy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there's that one, but then there's like another one that's like Motion and Joy. It strikes me as a little bit skeevy, you know, like there's just something about it that seems sort of like we're gonna give you some malware. I don't know, you know, and it didn't, but like I don't know.
Whenever I used it, I kept kind of expecting to see like the ad pop up in the corner for something.
Yeah, exactly.
Never did, so made me even more suspicious.
Oh dear. You know what? Wow, that was.
Oh
Really
dear
hard.
was right. I was scared just looking at that one.
The power-ups blend in with it too. But alrighty. Well, thanks a lot, guys, for joining me. I think I'm gonna have to call it. But
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Definitely, anytime. All right. Maybe we'll do some more Touhou tomorrow. So later, everybody.